I want to share with you a video that really impacted me and I think about often, and how it could possibly relate to you as it relates to me and how I kind of view this space. So this video is of a guy that's at a 2009 music festival, and he's out by himself and he's dancing and no one is around him. He looks goofy, he's quirky, and people are like around kind of laughing at him a little bit. And then all of a sudden, another gentleman comes and starts dancing with him. And he's not dancing alone. He's dancing with another individual. And again, two individuals, they look a little goofy, a little quirky, kind of strange, and no one is really dancing with him. But then what happens is then a third individual starts dancing with them. And soon after three, there ends up being 5, 10, 15, 20, and then all of a sudden, there's this crowd. And you can tell that there was like this tipping point where there were these individuals dancing and no one wanted to dance with them, and they were kind of laughing at them and kind of felt awkward for them. And then all of a sudden, individuals that weren't dancing felt awkward and felt like they needed to dance and be a part of this crowd. And the way that I kind of relate this to my experience here creating content for Wilder World, Zero, and Z Chain is I kind of feel like I'm the only one dancing out there in the field. You know, I only have about 370 followers. There's not a lot of people that like watch compared to some of the million plus subscribers that some accounts have. I really believe in what I'm doing. I really enjoy dancing to the set of music that I'm dancing to. And I really kind of enjoy it, so I keep doing it. And the way I kind of see this process is each time that you guys subscribe to my channel, it's like you're one of those individuals that come and start dancing with me. You support me, you appreciate the things I'm doing, you're probably a little bit passionate about some of the things I'm looking at. You may just be one of those individuals in the crowd that are just kind of watching and waiting to see if more individuals come in, and if they do, then maybe you would hit the subscribe button. And so I kind of just continue to do it because I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in the music that I'm dancing to, and I really enjoy the fact that I'm out here dancing. And the more of you that come and join me and support me along the way, the more confidence I have. I look at the analytics all the time, and what to me seems like a big deal, to many may laugh. But you've got to start somewhere. And so the way I see this is if you're doing something, whatever it might be, maybe it's artwork, maybe it's college or school, maybe it's trying something that your family doesn't think that you should do. Because you know what? I don't have a lot of family that is just rooting for me. I don't have a lot of friends that are rooting for me. They kind of look at me and they nod their heads and they smile. And it is what it is, which is just fine. And so I just want to encourage each one of you, whatever music that you are wanting to dance to, if it's creating music, if you're a musician and you're trying to create music, keep dancing to that beat of your own drum. Keep doing what you're doing and allow other leaders to come and support you and join you in what you're doing. And so I'm going to kind of shift into another thought. I want to talk about Bitcoin. In the space, we always talk about how Bitcoin is king, right? So if the sentiment with Bitcoin increases, then basically there's a lot of confidence in the space. But we have to think back. When the first miners were mining Bitcoin, was first released and people were passionate about this and people started talking about it, there were a lot of people that thought that those individuals were crazy. They were all dancing to their own beat, their own music. Entire crowd was around just kind of laughing, kind of calling them crazy for believing. And a lot of people just didn't believe. They're like, okay, whatever. And it was for nerdy individuals, right? I mean, there's that video that's been going around of someone at a conference explaining Bitcoin, and there's like 10 people in the room. There's no one there. And so we've come a long way. A lot of people started to kind of come in and to start to dance with Bitcoin and to start to support it. They started talking more about it. They started, doing their own dance moves, doing their own jig, doing their own thing. And then all of a sudden, there's been so many people that there's just become more and more confidence with this space, especially with Bitcoin, which is king. And the sentiment of the space kind of follows the lead of Bitcoin. And so there's got to be a lot of like gratitude to Bitcoin for being that lone dancer out there in the field where no one wanted to dance. And then you had other cryptocurrencies that came out that were underlining value of different types of products, right? Ethereum being queen, the second largest holding. You've got others that have come. Solana's really coming about. We recently have Chainlink and XLM, and XRP just ripped off. You got HBAR that's ripping off. And you've got all of these different kind of spaces, even memes, right? Like Dogecoin was like one of the first memes and people didn't really do it. Then all of a sudden Shiba kind of did its thing last year, and then all of a sudden we're now in this market of meme coins and speculation on meme coins, Peanut being the largest just recently. We can see that there's a lot more individuals kind of dancing with Bitcoin right now, kind of adding that sentiment. We have to look now broader. Projects putting things out there and really trying to innovate technology and use the blockchain in order to improve what they're already doing or what is already there in order to streamline and be more efficient, or whatever reasons why they're creating what they're creating. Wilder World is in this metaverse gaming space, right? And that's why I really appreciate Wilder World dancing to the beat of their own drum. And we're coming up on December 21st, which they really feel like is going to be this turning point for people to really understand what they're doing. But you've got a lot of different projects that are trying to do a lot of different things. I think Blocktopia is coming out with something. You have Star Atlas that is releasing a bunch of stuff. You've got Futureverse that are releasing their things. I think, Sandbox is showing some of their stuff. I'm sure Decentraland has been working on things. Cornucopia, Hytopia, Other Side is reportedly trying to do things. You've got these other platforms, and I know I'm missing a ton. The narrative still there is like, that's strange. That's not going to work. The kind of flippening hasn't happened where you've gone from individuals looking at the awkward people dancing to feeling awkward that they're not dancing with the crowd, right? There's a lot that is going on at this time, and you kind of see people on the sidelines, or you see the people in there and they're kind of preaching from the rooftops. I'm definitely one of those individuals for Wilder World. I really believe in the underlying technologies that they're working on. I believe in the team. I believe in the community, that they're going to fulfill the things that they've promised. December 21st is kind of the start of that. And then Q1, we're going to get a lot of opportunity to be able to see this technology in action. We're going to have super early access to be able to get in and get limited experiences as we kind of test and grow this. That's still just the beginning. We're not at the place where you get this mass adoption, right? Like, we're in it with maybe we're now reaching like the 5-member crowd of individuals dancing, but we're not quite there. And that's why we see in these bull markets where people won't do anything and things will look kind of like a stable coin. And then all of a sudden people start purchasing. And all of a sudden the euphoria and the, parabolic increase, just goes straight up. That's why we see those really fast movements up and really harsh corrections, because it's really fast up and then people are selling. And then all of a sudden you don't want to be on that side that you're holding your bag all the way down to the bottom. And some people take that risk and they really feel like that maybe there's another leg up. And so it's really interesting how this video has really helped me better understand the psychology of humans and how I kind of look at it. And so I just want to encourage each one of you, whatever project you're in, whatever you're supporting, whatever you believe in, don't stop dancing. If you believe in the music, if you believe and are having fun doing what you're doing, keep doing it. I mean, that's why the meme coins are so exciting. It's like that TikTok addiction of quick, videos. For them, you get in real quick, the market cap will go up and people will just kind of sell off and try to get as much as possible. And then sometimes ones like Peanut will continue to go on and turn into billions. And so there's like this psychology game of, is this token one that I get out of quickly? Or is this one that potentially really has legs and I should stay in? You see it all throughout the space. I believe in the metaverse. I believe, obviously the metaverse isn't just Wilder World. The metaverse is a collective of all of these different projects coming together in order to realize it. But we're maybe a decade away from the interoperability of everyone being able to go around like a Ready Player One, right? Like not all the technologies are there. There's a ton of GPU bottleneck of allowing such a high fidelity, high possibility of going back and forth. Plus, you have the question of how do you intermingle all of those economies so that you are in one economy and you jump to another economy? How is all that going to work? If you're using one car with certain stats and then you want to take it to another world and use that same car, will it function the same over there? Will they accept that function? You know, there's a lot of those things to be able to work out over the years in order to make all of that possible. But we should all be encouraging every single project that's working on different types of technologies or similar types of technologies, because what ends up happening is the market decides. And then there's a clear winner of what kind of product works out to be the best. And then it starts getting adapted into other projects until it becomes the product of choice. So many of you may be leaders, or many of you may be supporters that are leaders by coming in and dancing with those that may be doing something different and unique. And the point of this video is don't stop. Keep dancing to that music, keep doing what you're doing, and keep trying to innovate and improve and push this space forward, because the work that you're doing is important. Don't despair. Look around. Listen to new types of music that may be your style, and it may be something better for you. It may be something better for your friends, whatever it might be. And don't be afraid to get out there and to dance and to jig and to be goofy and to be silly and to be a little bit quirky and different than the rest of the people that are sitting down on the sidelines, taking a look in, wondering what the heck is going on. This just seems really strange. To be strange is to be unique, and to be unique is to be different. And the way the world has always progressed is when people think and act differently and progress our human society forward. It's something to be appreciated. It's something to respect. And I hope each one of you has the courage to continue to do so.